Hi, thank you for tuning in to Divinely Majestic Tarot 444. My name is Key, and if you're a guide here, then there possibly is a message here for you. I ask that you please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We're just going to tap into the collective's energy just to get some clear insight on what is currently going on with the collective, what's coming in. We're going to start with the pink oracle deck first. I don't really use these cards too often, but they are very pretty, as y'all can see. Okay, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous cards. All right, so we're just going to tap into the energy of the collective and just get some clear messages. All right, I ask my guides, my angels, my ancestors to please guide and protect me as we tap into the collective's energy to get some clear and concise messages. All right, alrighty, let's see what we have. All right, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. All right, Spirit, let's see. All right, so we're starting off strong. We have bridge. All right, we have bridge here. Says in a transition to a new situation, environment, or event, supporting movement or in progress. All right, so it looks like there's definitely some movement going towards something new. All right, so something new is definitely coming in and revealing itself. This could be a new relationship. This could be a new environment. You could be moving into a new space. This could also be a new position in your career. I'm hearing promotion possibly. So let's see. Let's get a little bit more clarity on this. What is coming in for the collective and what are they stepping into? All right, what are they stepping into? Let's see. Alrighty, so we have choices. So it looks like there's going to be some choices. So it looks like there's going to be multiple opportunities coming in. All right, becoming aware of different options and making a choice between paths. So yeah, it looks like you have a few offers coming in. Okay, this could be multiple love offers, or this could be again, career path. Okay, moving somewhere. All right, we have renewal here. We have renewal, the process of making something stronger, healthier, or more dynamic after a period of decline. So it looks like you might have been in a time where you felt like nothing was happening for you, or you might have been in a resting period. You might have felt like, you know, you've been putting in all this effort and this energy into a certain person, a certain path. It could be your own business possibly, and you feel like you have not been reaping the rewards of your efforts. But it looks like with this bridge, you're definitely walking into something new. Okay, it looks like you're definitely getting your acknowledgement of the efforts that you're now, you know, getting multiple choices coming in for you. All right, let's see what is coming in. And I'm definitely getting that with these offers that are coming in, these are going to be some really good offers for you. Yeah, we have dead end here. All right, so it says a place or condition where things must stop or options are exalted. Yeah, so it looks like that's how you felt. You felt like you were at a dead end. You felt like you weren't, like nothing was working out for you possibly. All right, again, we have relax. So yeah, you might have really just been in a resting period. Okay, is what I'm getting. And now you are transitioning out of this resting period, and it's like things are just coming in fluidly. All right, it says relieving stress or tension and relaxing by distancing from intense thoughts. Yeah, so you could have been spiraling mentally in your head because things just weren't working out for you, or because you just didn't see, again, your efforts. You didn't see, you know, your rewards. All right, so we have conflict and we have rubbish. All right, so yes, as physical or emotional struggle, conflict, disagreement, confrontation, or competition. So you could have had conflict with someone close knit to you. We have rubbish. It says waste, garbage, or something considered worthless or of poor quality. So this could have been your environment that you might have been in conflict or in your head about. This could be a person, or this also could be a job that you are working in. All right, so it looks like there was definitely some type of conflict in this, and you felt like it wasn't worth your time or your efforts or your energy. We have rejection here. All right, red can be significant. Rejecting, not wanting, not accepting, and disregarding. Yeah, it looks like whatever you are wanting out of this situation, you weren't getting the outcomes that you felt as though that you deserved, and that's why it caused some type of conflict. Yeah, but we have fortune here. All right, fish can be significant. The aquarium can be significant is what I'm getting. Yeah, it says lucky, destiny, and unexpected turns, a symbol of prosperity, fate, and the unfolding of events beyond control. All right, so yeah, it looks like this new bridge that you are walking towards spiritually or internally is bringing you new fortunes in your life. Okay, yeah, you're out of this resting period. All right, so we have witch and we have the cold. All right, we have witch and we have cold. So with witch, we have to enchant, be enchanted, to be influenced or under the influence, a mystical or supernatural person or event. All right, so you might have been influenced by something or someone that was around you. I'm hearing someone might have put a love spell on you that might have had you stuck in a situation longer than what you were meant to be in. We also have cold here. All right, so it could be cold where you are right now. Surprisingly, because it's a little warm now. I think summertime is coming in, but you could have your house cold. AC could be blowing. All right, emotional detachment or lack of empathy, being unfeeling or not showing emotions. Yeah, so it looks like this person so this could be a person, this could have been a relationship that you had a conflict with, the person that you felt like there was a poor quality. Okay, they weren't emotionally available towards you. Okay, but it's like they wanted you stuck in a sense. Okay, it's like, and they were rejecting your emotional side, they were rejecting your love in a sense, but it's kind of like they still wanted you around is what I'm getting. All right, let's tap into this a little bit more. Let's tap into this a little bit more, Spirit. Yeah, so it looks like you might have some new love offers coming in with bridge and choices, okay? And renewal. It did say something healthier or stronger, all right? So let's see. So we might have a love position offer coming in for you, collective. Yeah, we have mystery here, all right? Mystery. So with mystery, we have something vague, secret, not fully understood, or concealed from knowledge. So it could be someone that is or has a crush on you that you just might not know about. Okay, is what I'm getting. They're holding it lock and key. Okay, they're holding it close to their heart. They're not really wanting to reveal it just yet, is what I'm getting with this. All right. All right, so we have dog in the reverse. All right, so upright, it says being balanced, peaceful, and in harmony. So whoever this person that I'm a dog, I'm gonna treat her like a dog. I'm sorry, that's just what I heard. So yeah, they weren't loyal. Okay, is what I'm getting. They weren't loyal. They weren't faithful. Yeah, my candle just started talking. So that definitely could be significant. Yeah, they weren't loyal and they weren't faithful. And now I'm also getting with this mystery is that you could have found out a secret. There's something that wasn't clear to you. You might have gotten some type of clarity on it. All right, let's see, what else do we have for my collective? Yeah, disharmony. All right, so yeah, looks like this person definitely was not your match. Look, we have black and white. So black and white can definitely be significant. All right, we got a black bear and a white bear over there. All right, and it says the mismatch of different perspective, ideas, or actions, conflict between people, ideas, or elements. So yeah, it looks like you're more emotional or emotionally open, developed in a sense, more emotionally mature, and this person just is not. You have different values, different beliefs on a lot of different things, and that is possibly what caused this conflict in this connection. All right, yeah, we have mixer. We have mixer here. Baking could definitely be significant. All right. The coming banana pudding. That was random. The coming together of differences, chaos, confusion, complex situations. Yeah. So it looks like you tried to mix your differences together, but it just was not working. Excuse me, y'all. It just was not working. Is what I'm getting. It just was not working. It wasn't benefiting you in a sense. It was benefiting this person. It's like this person might have been benefiting off of the conflicts between you two. All right, let's see. Let's go say one more. All right, so we have boomerang here. And with this, it says a repeating process, returning, starting over. So it looks like whoever this person is, they're definitely trying to or wanting to come back in and rekindle this connection. And then we also have time here at the bottom. All right, so a watch could be significant. This person possibly wears a watch. Situations that are timely or take more time. All right, so it looks like this person definitely might be trying to come back in towards you to possibly try to rekindle this. It looks like they're trying to allow time to kind of pass by to heal certain situations. But I'm hearing that you might not be as open to it as they think. All right, let's just get a little bit more clarity on this, Spirit. Let's get a little bit more clarity on this. We got 3 cards. All right, so yeah. All right, so first we have the Queen of Coins. We're gonna start from the bottom. So we have the Queen of Coins here. All right, so you come off more stable, okay? Very prosperous, okay? Organized, grounded, nurturing, okay? Very caring, a realist, okay? Classy lady is what I'm getting. Queen of Coins. All right, so you could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, and this is how you're showing up. But it's like this person is not showing up in that same energy. Whoever the person, this dead end, this blockage, that's what I'm getting, their blockage. Yeah, so we also have Wheel of Fortune here. So yeah, it looks like you are definitely completing a cycle is what I'm getting. All right, you are completing a cycle here. There we go. You are completing a cycle here. You're ending a cycle with this past energy, and you're definitely moving towards different energy. Okay, we have karma. All right, so it looks like you are now finally getting your new karma. All right, you're ending new life cycles. It said it's time for expansion is what we have here. Okay, and look, fortune. So this is definitely possibly a fortunate relationship or bonding that you're going to be receiving from this new person or these new choices that are coming in towards you. All right, and then we also have the Ace of Coins. So this looks like an offer. Okay, it says meeting someone new, of course, stable, secure. So this person definitely is coming off more stable, more secure, and knowing what they're wanting. Okay. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. All right, so it says restrictions, returning home, regression, lack of progress, thinking small. So this was this past person. All right, they were very restricted in their beliefs and in their thoughts. I'm hearing you got to think big. You got to think big. You think it's small, and that's how they were. They were very limited in their thoughts and their movements. Okay, it's like they didn't believe. Excuse me, y'all. They didn't believe in the same divine energy that you believed in, okay? And it caused limitations in your relationship. All right, so we also have the Eight of Cups. Yeah, it looks like it says release what doesn't deserve you. So you are very emotionally unfulfilled in this connection. Time to move on. And so it looks like you are letting go. Music can be significant, all right? So we have the Knight of Swords here. So this person could have been an air sign. All right, looks like they talked a lot. Possibly they talked a good game, but their actions never really backed up what they were saying is what I'm getting. Nothing but talk, just talking away. But look, we have a king coming in. All right, with the King of Wands. So this person that's coming in is very charismatic is what I'm getting. Very passionate, new energy for sure. Someone that you're definitely going to be very attracted to. Y'all see how smooth this man look? He got the suit, okay? The suit look is sharp, okay? Yeah, so this is definitely someone that is a leader. They're coming in very much getting things done, getting things going. All right, they're coming in differently. All right, and then we also have the Death card here at the bottom. All right, so yeah, it looks like you are over it. It says over and out, letting it go, new endings to new beginnings. All right, a new start. So that is what we have. Let's get a few more cards. We're just going to get a little guidance on this, Spirit, on what the collective should do moving forward. All right, so it looks like we definitely have an ending of an old pattern, an old connection, okay? Something that you were accepting, knowing that you definitely deserve more in. All right, let's just get a few guided messages. We're going to do 3. And 3 cards fell out. We're going to do 3. All right. So we have inner darkness. All right. Inner darkness. Hold safe space, knowing patterns, release versus feed. Yeah, so it looks like you need to hold a safe space for yourself and not for them is what I'm getting. All right. You see the patterns, you know the patterns, trust in your intuition and knowing and how they're showing up is who they are. Okay. Trust the patterns. Don't trust their words because they talk a good game is what I'm hearing. But you need to trust the patterns and what they are showing you. Okay? You need to release this energy and not feed it is what I'm getting. You need to not feed it any more of your energy. We also have perspective here. All right, perspective. Evaluate beliefs, bird eye view, observe your reactions. Okay, so what I'm getting this is kind of like look at this connection out of body. In a sense, look at this connection as if this was your friend in this same connection. How would you give them some type of excuse me. How would you give them some type of guidance? How would you tell them how they should move in this relationship? Would you tell them they should stay with them? Is what I'm getting. Yeah, it's like trusting yourself, trusting your vision, trusting in what you are seeing. Okay, but it's also saying observe your reactions, observe how you are showing up and how you are choosing to react to them. And then we also have compassion here. All right, and what I'm getting off bat is you needing to have compassion for yourself. All right, and look, it says for self and others, soften heart, be gentle, see the good. Yeah, so it's like even though you might have been in this connection and it caused a lot of conflict, you still need to see the love and the value within yourself. Don't deter yourself and start to devalue yourself because this person couldn't see your worth or see your value. Give yourself that love that you are giving them. Pour into yourself. Give yourself that compassion is what I'm seeing, and see the good in who you are and who you're showing up as. That and what you're deserving of. That is why y'all, my light died again and I've charged it for over an hour. I don't understand. Can y'all still see me? Anyway, this is why you need to just pour into yourself. Okay, pour that love and effort into yourself. All right, so we definitely have a new bridge, a new cycle coming in, and you're going to have some choices. All right, renewal. All right, so this is definitely new energy that is coming in. All right, so thank y'all so much for tuning in to my reading. I'm sorry y'all, my light died again. It's a little dark. It's raining outside. It's cloudy, so it's a little overcast in the house. Y'all see the lights is on. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. And take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And I will see y'all in my next video.